All right. And so here we go. Just gave you a little bit of a bonus there, if you want to call it that. Not in our study today, looking in Titus 3 9. We were in James chapter 5. Great stuff there in James, and it all made me circle around. James 5:20 made me think about 1 Timothy 5:20. Let us rebuke. We should rebuke those who persist in sin so that others may fear. And in verse 21 says to do so without partiality. And there in James chapter 5, it says to, try to find the words, if we can lead a sinner or turn a sinner away from their sin and is saving their souls. I'm paraphrasing that. I need to study that to remember it. But then it made me think about yesterday in Titus 3:9. We are not to get caught up in vain controversies, but we should be talking. If we want to have discussions about Jesus, what is it? What is salvation? What is the? I don't like the plan of salvation. That's too, I don't know what. But salvation is Jesus Christ. God is salvation. Yahweh. Jesus means Yahweh is salvation. So anyway, I'm rambling. I do want to look into. I want to get into Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 36 is today. Chapter 35. We saw Israel restored to Zion. There in verse 8, very big. It says, "The unclean shall not pass over it." It was the clean. It was the repented. That's who we need to be. We need to have a heart that's steering into God, not wanting to rob banks anymore, not to eagerly rob banks, not to eagerly sin, but rather eagerly awaiting his arrival. That has been thick in our church over the past few weeks, and it's the truth. That is a measure of our hearts. Are we looking for him? Right? He is coming back soon. So, Isaiah chapter 36. Let me pause that real quick, and then we're going to get a summary and then dive in. All right, so here we go. Looking back at Isaiah 35, it says, I got a line summary, a beautiful prophet. Try to get more efficient with all of this. A beautiful prophecy of God's coming restoration, healing, redemption, and the joyful return of his people through the highway of holiness. That's Isaiah 35. Okay, not sure where I got to. Stepped away, I'm back. We talked about reviewed Isaiah 35, and here is a preview for Isaiah 36. It says, during the reign of Hezekiah, the Assyrian king Sennacherib invades Judah and sends Rabshakeh to Jerusalem to intimidate the people into surrendering. Rabshakeh mocks Judah's trust in God, challenges Hezekiah's leadership, and attempts to spread fear and doubt among the people by... Now, today they did the drawing for the... Let's see. They were mocking Rabshakeh mocks Judah's trust in God, challenges Hezekiah's leadership, and attempts to spread fear and doubt among the people by claiming that neither Egypt nor the Lord can deliver them from Assyria's power. Despite the threats of blasphemous words spoken against God, Hezekiah's officials remained silent as instructed. The events highlight a dramatic confrontation between human pride, fear, and faith in God during a time of national crisis. The events highlight a dramatic confrontation between human pride, fear, and faith in God during a time of national crisis. So here we go. Isaiah chapter 36. Sennacherib invades Judah. Now it came to pass in the 14th year of King Hezekiah that Sennacherib, king of Assyria, came up against all the defenced cities of Judah and took them. And the king of Assyria sent Rabshakeh from Lachish to Jerusalem and to King Hezekiah with a great army. And he stood by the conduit of the upper pool in the highway of the fuller's field. Then came forth unto him Eliakim, Hilkiah's son, which was over the house of Shebna, the scribe, and Joah, Asaph's son, the recorder, And Rabshakeh said unto them, Say ye now to Hezekiah, Thus saith the great king, the king of Assyria, What confidence is this wherein thou trustest? I say, sayest thou, but they are but vain words. I have counsel and strength for war. Now on whom doest thou trust, that thou rebellest against me? Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, wherein if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh king of Egypt to all that trust in him. But if thou say to me, We trust in the Lord our God, it is not he whose high places and whose altars Hezekiah hath taken away, and said to Judah and to Jerusalem, Ye shall worship before this altar. Now, before give pledges, I pray thee, to my master, the king of Assyria, and I will give thee 2,000 horses, if thou be able on thy part to set riders upon them. How then wilt thou turn away the face of one captain of the least of my master's servants, and put my trust on Egypt for chariots and for horsemen? And am I now come up without the Lord against this land to destroy it? The Lord said unto me, Go up against this land and destroy it. Then said Eliakim and Shebna and Joah unto Rabshakeh, Speak, I pray thee, unto thy servants in the Syrian language, for we understand it, and speak not to us in the Jews' language, in the ears of all the people that are all on the wall. It's interesting when he wants him to speak it in that language. But Rabshakeh said, Hath my master sent me to thy master, and to thee to speak these words? Hath he not sent me to the men that sit upon the wall, and they may eat their own dung and drink their own piss with you? That's pretty big. Then Rabshakeh stood and cried with a loud voice in the Jews' language, and said, Hear ye the words of the great king, the king of Assyria. Thus saith the king, Let not Hezekiah deceive you, for he shall not be able to deliver you, neither let Hezekiah make you trust in the Lord, saying, The Lord will surely deliver us. This city shall not be delivered into the hand of the king of Assyria. Hearken not to Hezekiah, for thus saith the king of Assyria, Make an agreement with me by a present, and come out to me, and eat ye every one of his vine, and every one of the fig tree, and drink ye every one of the waters of his own cistern, until I come and take you away to a land like your own land, a land of corn and wine, a land of bread and vineyards. Beware lest Hezekiah persuade you, saying, The Lord will deliver us. Hath any of the gods of the nations delivered his land out of the hand of the king of Assyria? Where are the gods of Hamath and Arphad? Where are the gods of Sepharvaim? And have they delivered Samaria out of my hand? Who are they among all the gods of these lands, and have delivered their hand out of the hand, that the Lord delivered Jerusalem out of the hand? But they held their peace, and answered him not a word. For the king's commandment was, saying, Answer him not. Then came Eliakim, the son of Hilkiah, that was over the household, and Shebna the scribe, and Joah the son of Asaph the recorder, to Hezekiah with their clothes rent, and told him the words of Rabshakeh. Kind of regret having read the summary. I don't know if that's fair, but I don't think I would have gotten it at all. I didn't get that from the summary, and I believe the summary, but it's just a hard read. Maybe we should read first and then see if we can get the summary to piece it together, because God reveals things to us as the more we chew on it. We can say it's hard, I didn't understand, but the more we get back in there. So I'm not trying to take shortcuts. I'm sorry, I just got into my own head there a little bit. I was just thinking, and I don't want to jam you all up either. But anyway, that was Isaiah chapter 36. And chapter 37 is pretty big. We'll pick up there tomorrow. It's Hezekiah asks Isaiah to pray. So anyway, that's going to be it for our studies today. And I hope that you guys are having a great day. And I will be on my way to get you guys in about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in about 5.5 hours. So I love you boys much. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.